Welcome everyone to Topic Wonders. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
What's up, Phillip?
Good morning, one and all.
All right, so tell us what's going on with the pandemic in the UK for you guys.
It's one of those up and down things. 1 minute you can, 1 minute it's like, oh, you can go out and do this, or you can. But I mean, right now, as you know, it's 6 people per household. Any more than that, you've got to kick someone out because you can't
Of
have
your house, like if you had like a mother and father and like 6 kids, you would have to kick people out of the house.
Yeah, one or two will have to go and stay somewhere else where there's less people.
That's extreme.
Oh,
That's
good
not here.
God.
That's not here. No.
I don't understand it. The logic of that defies my brain cells. It's like, what's the point of doing that? It doesn't make any sense. And they say that that's the same thing that goes with outside as well. You can't be around outside with no more than 6 people. In bars, as you know, the shutdown is 10 o'clock at night.
That's odd.
But it doesn't make any sense because it's like you're open at 9 in the morning all the way up to 10 at night, but you're still having people come and go in the place. So I don't know why you're cutting the hours down.
But isn't the whole point that you guys are open late hours, like with bars, like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning? Don't they? Isn't that way it was?
That's no longer a thing now. You can't do that now. That's what they're trying to say. You can't do that now. But it's like, and then you obviously you got to wear a mask when you're in a bar. You are told to be served when you're seated. So someone will come and take your order for what beer you want, and you got. If you're going to the toilet, usually wear your mask when you're going for a slash.
So stupid that the whole time you're not having a mask on. Now you're gonna go to the toilet. You're gonna wear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you're moving around the general area, you have to have your mask on so you don't pass on your germs or whatever. But when you're seated, it's fine, but you still got to wear your mask. It's weird.
Excuse me for pointing out the obvious. So you're trying to tell me that COVID is less contagious while you're sitting than when
We're trying not to mention COVID.
No, it's kind of weird. It's weird. As far, I mean, I'm not too up on it.
I just mentioned the strange elephant in the room.
Yeah.
I know.
I just think they don't know what they're doing. I think they lost
I don't
their
think
way.
anybody does. I think that they've lost it. Totally lost it, because here's the thing, right? We just had a mall open, like some type of this is a supermarket that's everything's in this supermarket, so it's a weird twisted mall thing, like concept. So here's the thing, if you're food shopping, they want you to wear a mask on, right? But now they made it where you have to take the mask off, because they're like, oh, you want some pizza while you shop? Here's a pizza place, so you can eat a slice while you're going up and down the aisles.
Oh.
Want to have some bakery?
Oh, you want a sample, in other words.
No sample. No. You can buy pizza, and you could be eating it throughout the store. Yeah. You have a seating area, but you can't tell people that if they want to munch while the people are eating in throughout. So now you just canceled the whole social distancing.
Yeah, you're pretty much
COVID's done.
You're defeating your own logic right there.
Done.
And
So
as
you're
the doctor
making it
says,
where,
logic, my dear Zoe, is
no, there is no logic. And now you have
really
all
enables
these,
one to be.
Yeah, you have a whole bunch of variety that you're giving outlets for them to drink smoothies and this and that. And maybe some people don't want to sit down. Maybe they want to walk throughout the aisles. And while they're shopping,
At the end of the day, the horse is bolted from the stable anyway. So I don't see any point in trying to contain it, because it's incontainable now.
I think they should just not contain it. I think they should just fuck it now.
Yeah. That's
Fuck
what I'm
it
saying.
now. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Just go
We're
out.
done. If you continue with it, you will destroy the earth of the economy of the earth. You just let people manage themselves. If they want to wear the mask, they wear the mask. Because let me tell you something, you can't The problem is everybody's trying to babysit everybody, and people don't want to be babysit. They want to just do. If Scott wants to walk around without a mask, now you're telling him he can't in certain places. Like he can eat and be with 50 million people, but then if he's got to take a piss,
I got to put my mask on.
he's got to put his mask on.
That's what
Like
happened. This is this. I posted this. I won't mention the restaurant. I won't do that much. But I took a photograph of the sign. Those of you who are my Facebook friends will have seen this. There was a sign on the table that says, if you're going to walk around the establishment or go to the bathroom, you have to have your mask on.
So forget about dating anybody.
And
forget about picking up a chick.
Joe, I look at it this way. Nowadays, when you go to first base, that's you pulling down your mask and showing your mouth.
Yeah, basically now you just eliminated all sense of reproduction and dating, and human race will now be less babies born every year because now nobody can date and everybody's afraid, and now nobody wants to fall for somebody with a mask on, obviously. It's so wild. It's fucking, this whole shit is wild.
Yeah.
So what are you protecting when you go to the bathroom? Down there? What do you protect?
I know yes, yeah, I don't see the logic of it, to be honest. Yeah, you're right. I know what you're saying.
And what party is wearing a mask between the two of those areas?
Hey, you want to quarantine with me? Jesus, I can't wait for these romantic comedies from COVID.
I mean, without being a bit, what's the word, derogatory to the point, I have seen a few, shall we say, adult material where they're wearing masks, and it's like, it just doesn't fly with me. It's like, what the
fuck is happening?
What the fuck?
There are new levels.
I mean, I'm just.
There are new levels of fucking
Was
stupid.
there a zipper on the mask?
There's new levels of fucking stupid now in this world.
It
Velcro, baby. Don't trust me. I'm the wrong person to get my mind stalled for a minute. So
we need some unique perspectives. Who wants to come in here?
Oh God!
Who could we find?
Who wants the risk coming in scene with us?
Who can we find that will give us a unique perspective on this?
Oh God, help them!
I just, I'm at a loss of words. Like, who could, of the Real Hoovians guests, who would come in here and talk to us and explain it the right way, I guess. We have a lot of wonderful people.
Welcome to the NC-17 portion of the show.
No, I'm not saying that, but, like, let's see.
Who are you dragging in?
Listen, I don't know.
Kicking and screaming.
I don't drag anybody in kicking and screaming. Let's see.
They'll be kicking and screaming wanting to get out. That's right.
Jesus. We'll let people in. That's what we're doing, right?
Let's
just let them in, right?
Let the right one in.
Let the right one in. Let's let people in. See who's gonna pop in today.
Spin the wheel of destiny.
I know. What Real Hoovians are gonna join today?
So what's this thing about? Why are you doing that? What's this thing about American Horror Story you want to jam about?
Well, you keep switching podcasts. We're doing Topic Wonders. We're doing Horror Cast.
Oh, sorry, that's a different thing, isn't it? My bad.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Different.
You've got too many labels on one basket, man. Sort it out, man.
We're talking about the pandemic right now.
Okay, we'll talk about the pandemic.
And I want to see, what someone from the Steampunk variety thinks about the pandemic.
Oh,
no, I'm very interested. Listen,
Yeah.
I want to know what it's like in, what is he, in California?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Daniel from Canada.
Daniel, oh my God. I can't have sex anymore.
Yeah, listen. Daniel, come on. No, stop it. We're all friendly here. Come on. Come on,
If I walk
man.
around my bathroom,
Hey!
I have my mask on.
Listen. We haven't talked to them in a while. Right? Oh, who's coming in? Is somebody here? Who's here?
I don't know, who is it?
I can't tell. No, not yet. Oh, okay. This new Zoom, I don't know. Who else? What's Yvette doing? She's sleeping? Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, who's that? Who's coming?
Kirsty Swanson. Oh, that's the name of her. Okay,
Where's Connor lately? Where's Connor? Sleeping?
I don't know. I don't talk to him.
You don't? Wow, I miss out. I miss all the stories. Okay. All right. So here, I guess they're going to now. Oh, here we go.
Oh my God. Why am I sweating with fear?
Yes.
Daniel.
Yes. Please sign in.
Welcome home, Daniel.
Hi, what's up?
Welcome home.
Thanks a lot. How you
Go
doing?
on, bro. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
What's happening in COVID land in Canada? Tell us.
Oh, nothing. You know, everybody's still wearing their masks, and the quarantine is lifted. People can go from here to there, but
without a
we
mask?
wear masks everywhere.
Oh, okay. So now, is there anything like Phillip has restrictions in the house where you can only have 6 people in the house? You don't have that, right? People could be.
I think in Canada, yeah, you can only still have like 5 or 6 people.
Really?
Wow.
Does that include like dogs and animals too, or?
I haven't heard about that.
Oh, okay. Now, how's your mom and how's your dad? How's everything over there?
Well, my mom is still suffering with a little bit of depression. So am I, and
Okay.
you know, it's just every day.
It's a bad situation.
Yeah, you know, every day.
COVID.
You know, arguments and fights, and
I mean, it happens here too. It's just COVID is. This whole thing is just people are frustrated, you know, and they want to get done. They want to go back to their lives, and we can't. So you know, it happens here. We fight too. I mean, it's just we got to get over this, all of us. You know, we got to.
But like the thing is, Joe, the fights you have are like nothing compared to the fights that go on here. I mean, the fights that go on here are like just really satanic.
Here's the thing, right? You can't really judge this because everybody's lifestyle is completely upended. Like, you have to understand that if you had little liberties before going out, now that stuff is taken away. So people are going to be on edge, you know, and when this thing is over, it's going to be over, and people are not going to be on edge. But everything, when this thing happens, everything comes out. Maybe little things in people's heads come out, and it builds up to dramatic proportions, right? So maybe before, I'm not saying that this is the case, but maybe before, something might be, let's say, in your parents' head that, oh, he needs to go out and get a job and get an apartment. And now, you know, it comes to the forefront because now you're fighting with each other because you can't go anywhere. So you're in the house. So you're stuck with each other. And now things come to the forefront. Like, maybe your mom didn't mean that. Or maybe she didn't even fight with you. Maybe you started fighting with her about stuff. You know, maybe you're agitated about shit. You know, I mean, you were frustrated, I know, about things. You look better, though. You look better than you did.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, you look better.
Thanks.
Yeah. So you're doing something right.
Yeah.
All right, so look, here's the thing. Listen to your mom and dad, but you have to build yourself up to leave the nest. You have to start getting work, getting jobs, getting stuff where you can self-sustain yourself. And you need to also learn how to interact with new people outside because you were too much sheltered in the house. You need to.
If you know what will help that a great deal, if you get a job that actually where you have to pretty
deal
much
with people
with
like a supermarket
with customers.
Yes, you need to work overnight in a supermarket.
Yeah,
so you can
supermarket
deal with employees first.
Like a Dairy Queen or a Braun.
Yes, deal with people first.
Where you're actually doing this to people.
Work your co-workers first.
Instead of being protected with a
Yes.
monitor or a TV.
You need to work with your coworkers first and get to learn how to treat your coworkers, and then you can work in the day and work with people too. You need that in your life, because if I didn't have that, I would be socially awkward. Now, I mean, you have to learn how to talk to people. You know, learn how to pack out the. You keep busy, and this is the thing. Like, you will break your fear of talking to new people, and it will come natural eventually, maybe in a couple of years. And this is what needs to happen. It's like, if you're up all hours in the night anyway, and you're watching movies, instead of doing that, go to work, put money in the bank. PlayStation 5 comes out, boom, you can buy PlayStation 5. You could buy new clothes for yourself. You could go places. You need to self-sustain. So you need to go. I would suggest, honestly, the best thing, and plus too, when you're working overnight, then you can start building your muscle mass too. Like, maybe you want to work out. Maybe you want to be stronger when you're unloading these trucks. You could join a gym or something. You might want to do that. So I suggest to you, the perfect job is working in a supermarket overnight for you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, you love it. Because here's the thing, you don't have to deal with people. You fill the shelf, right? You keep doing good, and then you start talking to your employees. Maybe you hang out with your friend, like you make new friends.
Mhm.
I think that would be perfect for you. Don't look for a job. Do a supermarket thing. It's easy. You should do that. And here's the thing. Why wouldn't you do that? Because think about this, right? You start making money every week, right? You'll get medical benefits. You could fix your teeth. You could fix your, what you could do, fix your eyesight, whatever the hell you want to do. You could do different things. You could get new clothes. You could like go see different things, like go see movies, go out. I mean, when COVID is done,
Get out every now and then.
When COVID is done,
don't feel like you're trapped in the house.
Right. If you work now, you just put money in the bank and you put it there. You put it there. You put it there. You put it there. And I'm just saying, like, this might be perfect for you.
Yeah.
It's all about evolution, right? A perfect example, Steampunk Starraisin, who's going to be coming in soon, right? He's not homeless anymore. He got his own place. He worked it out.
Mm-hmm.
He evolved.
We talk about that.
No, but he evolved. You need to evolve too, though.
Mm-hmm.
If he can do it, anybody can.
You could do it too. And your mom would be proud. You get along with your mom and your dad because you'd be trying to make an effort to make money yourself. And you worked before, didn't you?
Yeah, I worked.
And you made money before. Didn't you like it to have money on you to do stuff you want to do?
No, I know. I worked at McDonald's. I worked at Zara's. I worked everywhere.
All
but
right.
It didn't work out. I got fired.
No, but you made money, though.
Yeah, I made money.
And you were able to buy things, though.
Yeah.
So just work overnight where you don't have to deal with the public. You fill the shelves. You go home. You sleep in the day. Whatever. You're up overnight. You're up late at night anyway. You sleep in the day anyway, don't you?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
So that's what you need to do. You're afraid to go out there and get a job. I know. Don't be. Don't be. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it, bro. And you're gonna come on here and you're like, this shit's great, bro. Whoa. Hold on, who's that? She's got. All right.
Okay.
So, I would suggest, listen, that's the thing. What are you wearing? A Fanta shirt?
I don't think he's afraid. I think he's just become complacent. That's what
I think he's afraid. I think you're afraid to go out there, right?
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Why would he be afraid? If he was afraid,
Because he hasn't worked in like a year, right?
Yeah, but work's work. Well, it's not necessary to live a life without work.
It's that little fear. He needs to get out there. He needs to get it.
He needs to get out. Yeah, he needs to get out of the house. He needs to get away from the family.
He's gonna be so much happier though.
And the money. Trust me, the money you make and the new people you meet, you'll turn around and realize, when things get stressful at home or things are stressful at work, you've got either one as a.
Look at Jacob. Jacob is interviewing freaking celebrities and shit.
Yeah.
He's got a whole thing. He's filming like stuff with a production company. He's getting interviews. He interviewed Sylvester McCoy.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Right?
Yeah, but Jacob is a different kettle of fish to Daniel here. He's not Daniel, so that's
but
all.
Daniel needs to be a go-getter like Jacob and Steampunk. He needs to go out there like his friends and do the same shit.
Yeah.
I know you're depressed. You can't listen to me. I know what depressed looks like. You gotta get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get out of it now. Fucking now, bro.
Getting out of
You're
the
gonna
house.
take, bro. You're gonna take care of that shit. You're gonna fucking look at me and be like, "Yeah, motherfucker, I'm making money. That's right." You're gonna be fucking happy, bro. Bro, you're gonna be happy. You need to take care of that shit. You need to do it for you, bro. Do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta, man.
Man, I wish you told me. I wish you told me when you were like, because I just bought a Batman shirt at Walmart. I could have came here wearing that.
I
wanna
like
show
that
off my
shirt.
Batman shirt.
I drink Fanta. I love Fanta.
I love what's going on with haven't you heard the news? Like so many things, so many good things coming. Like I want to talk to you about, like, for example, like, the Flashpoint movie is going to be a multiverse movie. It's not going to be the Flashpoint from the because I don't like the original Flashpoint. Well,
But if you're working, you could collect the figures.
oh yeah, well, I don't collect figures anymore.
Yeah, well, you don't have the money.
Yeah,
You have the money then, or you can get comics then.
yeah. You still collect toys?
Collectibles, yeah. You can call them toys. Yeah, I collect stuff. Yeah, I collect comics. Yes.
Hmm.
Yep. I still collect stuff. I collect
So,
hats
like,
too. I got Spider-Man that recently.
Oh man, that's so cool. That looks so cool. Where'd you get that?
I think Sharon bought it for me.
Yeah.
I think she bought it for me in Five Below, or might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you remember what you said a while back? You said that DC and Marvel don't like each other. They're always trying to one up each other all the time.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say about the James Gunn thing. Yeah.
So like when Marvel came out and they're gonna do Multiverse of Madness, now DC wants to make their Flashpoint movie a multiverse movie where the Flash goes to the multiverse, and we could see like Val Kilmer's Bruce Wayne. We could see George Clooney's Bruce Wayne. We could see Michael Keaton. We're going to see Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne from Earth 89.
Well, it looks like we're going to see Michael Keaton. It looks like we're going to see Christian Bale, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, him, yeah.
Christian Bale? Wow.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne.
Because he even asked the guy who made his last
Christopher Nolan, he asked for permission.
Is it all right for him to do so? The moment he said yes?
Yeah, if he's in. He's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people say, like, oh, he's not going to be in it. We're going to see his Earth, but we're not going to see, like, him.
You'll see him in it. Just like they want to get Tom Cruise now to be Iron Man in another universe for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in the MCU, but then it got...
No. I mean, they want him, and they want Bruce Campbell's going to be somebody in the multiverse, and
oh my God, I think he's going to be Mysterio from the Sam Raimi Spider-Man universe.
I don't know. They were joking around. He might be Nick Fury.
I'm saying, you know what? That was originally supposed to happen. He was supposed to be Mysterio for Spider-Man 4.
I know.
How are they going to get around Val Kilmer? With because he's not what you call well.
I know his voice. I don't know.
So
there he is. Steampunk
Chris, how
Starraisin.
you doing?
How's it going, bro? What?
We can't hear you.
What? We were doing Zooms before Zooms became cool. We were doing them for years before everybody else was doing with COVID.
All right, let's try this again.
Here we
Can
go.
you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, I had my microphone detached. This headset's detachable.
So what's going on with COVID-19 over there?
Well, there's a new supervillain. He's known as the Corona King. And his real identity is Donald Trump, and he spreads coronavirus. Well, I mean, he's killed over 200,000 Americans.
Oh, my God.
And he's murdered 6 children. We've
the
moved so far to the right. No, I'm sorry, I have to make dark humor like that because we need to snap people out of it. If you support Donald Trump, you're a fascist. I'm sorry, and he's mentally and physically incompetent. He's unfit to be president. He's killed 6 children that were locked up in cages. We've moved so far to the right that it's not, it's supposed to be civil discourse to agree to disagree. I'm sorry. He's a fascist. And
I support myself. You want to vote for me?
He's endangering the Secret Service. So, yeah, He's the Corona King. I think I'm going to start a whole new meme about that.
How did I know that was going to happen the moment he said Corona?
He's going to have like a chicken suit on, you know,
the
and it's
viewpoints of Steampunk Starraisin doesn't necessarily be.
It's going to have CK on his. He's going to have like a yellow for coward super suit on, and it's going to have CK.
What about Biden?
He's going to be a chicken.
Oh, Biden.
I don't like Biden, but he is at least not a fascist.
Does he know who he is?
We got the first fascist president. I'm sorry, it's just you need to snap people out of it, man. You're either ignorant, stupid, or evilly complicit.
Listen, here's the thing. I support myself.
What?
I support myself to tell you the truth, but
well, you can write yourself in as a write-in candidate.
I guess I can, but what about Biden? Biden seems like he's falling asleep at the wheel. I think. Doesn't he?
Well, he did amazingly well at the presidential debate.
Did he?
Yeah, he attacked Trump on his weakness, which is coronavirus, and he told Trump to shut up, which Trump, kept interrupting. So I don't blame him for telling Trump. I was actually surprised. He did very well.
You're voting for Biden then, right?
Unfortunately, yes. I mean, I voted for Bernie Sanders in the primary, but Bernie Sanders is not running as a third-party candidate, and we're dealing with somebody who threatens democracy. He said that he doesn't trust ballots, that he wants to do away with the ballots. He's actually at a press conference talked about how he wants to be for a third term. He doesn't believe in transfer of power. He believes in a continuance, and that's the only thing that'll bring peace. Wow. And he talks about how he's a law and order president while he attacks reporters and protesters for just doing their First Amendment right, which is protesting. And he's not law and order. He's violated the law so many times, and reckless endangerment is the latest law that he has violated.
Do you feel that him being in power has greatly affected you in your life? Like where your life is less?
It's affected me in a negative way. Yeah. Okay.
You're doing better, but it's not because of him, right?
It's not because of him. It's because of existing programs that were already put into place before Trump was into office. Okay. Trump actually, as far as rent assistant with HUD housing, which is what I have, as far as food stamps, or all that stuff, those were programs created before Trump was president. Right. Trump was actually trying to eliminate HUD, and he was trying to eliminate food stamps. He was trying to eliminate all aid until the coronavirus hit, and then you have 40 million Americans unemployed. Effective unemployment rate in LA is 50%. If we had just been like Germany, which is a social democratic state, which is what Bernie Sanders is running on. If Germany did, they told companies, hey, if you don't lay off your employees, if you furlough your employees, we'll compensate you for 70% of their wages. So that's why Germany has a 3% unemployment rate. Now the official unemployment rate supposedly in the United States is only 8.5%, but we all know that if you run out of unemployment benefits, you're counted as employed. I'm counted as employed. I mean, so the effective unemployment rate is probably more like 20%, and we haven't seen this level of malfeasance or incompetence since the Great Depression. Wow. Trump is like Hoover times 10.
My God. So I want to.
That's what FDR ran against Hoover. Hoover was the first president who oversaw the Great Depression, and from 1929 to Hoover was in office from like 1929 to 1933 to January of 1933, and he got a lot of criticism because he's like, well, the stock market's partially recovered, but yeah, people were doing poorly. They were doing very bad. You had an effective unemployment rate of 25%, and that's what cost Hoover, who was a Republican, the election. Although Hoover did have some liberal tendencies, but he was too slow to react to the Great Depression. And so, I'll never forget the pictures of children locked up in cages. 6 children died of dysentery. This is like Nazi kind of stuff. This is concentration camp Nazi stuff. You have children who were not allowed to go to the hospital because they're locked up, separated from their parents, not allowed to go to the hospital until the last minute, and they died from dysentery. And usually get dysentery, they were like throwing up and having diarrhea and vomiting for days. And if you saw like where Mike Pence came to tour one of the jail cells, you know, Trump is the first president, like under Barack Obama had deported a lot of people and he had arrested a lot of people. But Barack Obama only held people for 48 hours and then they were free to leave, and then they had to show up in immigration court to make their case. But Trump was the first president who says, screw it, who cares about human rights, let's lock them all up and kill them.
Wow.
And I'm sorry, you know, we've moved so far to the right. I hate to make dark, cynical humor, but I need to.
Well, I want to switch gears because
out of supporting Trump, you're either ignorant, you're an idiot, or you're complicitly evil if you support Trump.
Well, I wanted your opinion. I wanted your opinion showcased on here because, again, everybody has a different opinion, and you bring something to the table, and you can educate a lot of different people. A question I want to ask you is because before you came on, we were talking to Daniel. Now, just like I said, you have evolved. Jacob has evolved. You have worked very hard to get to the next level, and you have a place to stay, and you're doing better than you were, and Jacob's doing better than he was. Daniel was in a bit of a depression, and I figured maybe you coming in here, could give him some pointers as to.
I've talked to Daniel on the phone.
We talked about that.
Yeah, because I suggested.
The main reason why I was able to get this place is because I got the landlord to overlook my credit check, because even with HUD, you still have to do a credit check. Yeah. I got him to overlook my credit check because I was a disabled military veteran, which I usually don't really talk about being in the military, but yeah.
Okay.
So I had to play that card just to be able to get a place to live.
Listen, if you're in the military, you might as well use what all the services are available for you so you can benefit your life. But the thing is that
I was in the Air Force.
We were suggesting.
Go ahead.
We were suggesting to Daniel, because he's got to get out of his depression, that he maybe should go and work overnights so he'd have to deal with the public, and he can make some money and he can put some money away. What do you suggest?
I suggest that he stays on disability because he needs financial stability. I mean, these companies like, Walmart's in Canada, they treat their employees like crap. I mean, he doesn't have work experience. He's not
likely. He could get it though. He could get it.
I know, but a minimum wage job is going to.
The minimum wage jobs, though, are a lot of money now, aren't they? I mean,
not really. I mean,
the highest you can get a lot of times is maybe 11.
Walmart pays a lot, don't they? Though
you're lucky if you get 15.
No, Walmart treats their employees like crap.
I thought they pay a lot though. Now, I thought that they pay.
Random places.
$12 an hour, which is, in most places, $12 an hour is not enough money to save or even afford. You got to have 3 times the income what you pay in rent. I mean, but he stays on disability, which I just think that for his emotional stability, stay on disability.
Are you on disability, Daniel?
Yeah.
Oh, you are making money from disability?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware of
that. Get the rent, because if he's off disability, he won't get rent assistance.
I wasn't aware that he was collecting money from disability, so that changed the ballgame, I guess.
Really Canadian Social Security. It's pretty similar to American Social Security. I'm not on Social Security, but not yet. But anyway, that way he can get rent assistance. It'd probably be 1/3 of his income, and he could get some distance from his mom, and I told him it would increase his dating chances. And it's like, you need to just tell people you're a professional vlogger. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but it's that eventually they're gonna find out that I'm on disability. And you know how women are today. They're like, oh, he
you don't know,
disability,
man.
He can't work. Oh, I don't want this guy.
I have temporary disability status, and I got a girlfriend. You just gotta have. You lack confidence.
You're setting yourself back, dude. You're thinking of
you can't just assume
could have
that
things instead of.
But that's how people are today. That's how people are today. That's how women are today.
No, you don't even know how women are because you don't have one.
You would need to get your own place.
Yeah.
Get that stabilized.
Yep.
And then you just do plentyoffish.com. It's free.
Yeah, definitely. I because, as I said today,
I met one of my ex-girlfriends on Plenty of Fish. I mean, my current girlfriend, Ann, known as Rock Ann on her YouTube, you guys probably already know who she is. Well, you remember. I mean, I'm still with her. I met her on Tinder, although Daniel doesn't have a smartphone, so that Tinder wouldn't be an option. But I mean, I don't know. I guess he's putting himself on the spot there.
He needs to get out of this.
Don't try to talk about this stuff in public.
I don't want to. No, I mean, we just. He's okay with
like. I'm gonna go see my psychiatrist. I'm gonna go see my psychiatrist tomorrow because I go see her every Tuesday. And this is one of the things I talk about. Like, I can't even talk to my mom anymore because she explodes. Like every time.
He needs an outlet. This is an outlet for him to talk.
Every time she explodes, and
he misses doing these Zooms, right? You miss doing the Zooms, so you
yeah, definitely. I really do miss doing.
He likes these things. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
well, are you going to be on? You have Steampunk. You have like your own podcast now, right? You have your own shows, right?
I do. It's called The World Is a Mess, and I just went to Steampunk it. It's on.
Yeah, the world is a terrible mess.
Daniel's I like that been on there many times with the.
I know.
It's on Anchor FM. It's on I think Spotify, and it's on iTunes. But I don't have a lot of viewers. It says my average viewership is 2, and that's probably me and somebody else.
Well, you get there. It's fine.
Everyone's
just don't have money for advertisement. That's the problem.
How's your YouTube channel doing? Are you doing anything with that?
It's doing mediocre. I mean, I have 1,140-ish subscribers.
Okay.
I get about 4,000 views per month. My view count's kind of, the last 2 years, my view count went down because of the change to the algorithm. If you're not monetized, which I'm not monetized.
But you don't make money, right?
I don't make money off of
I just got a check recently. I get paid for my channel, but
I mean, I got the stimulus check, but I don't, whatever. I still, it doesn't matter, if the stimulus check has Donald Trump's name on it. I see the big picture. I see that he is bad for the country. He threatens democracy. So I'm not so short-sighted like, oh, I got a $1,200 check from Donald Trump. But yeah, getting big.
Well, I knew that you were. I knew you weren't a Trump lover. I knew you. But
I did it.
I wanted to see if you liked Biden or not. That was my thing.
I don't like Biden, but at this point, I agree with Bernie Sanders, who I voted for Bernie Sanders at the California primary in March. Bernie Sanders actually won California, but he still was about 300 delegates behind Joe Biden because the corporate Democrats all coalesced together, dropped out, and they backed Biden, and Biden just kept getting a delegate lead. Yeah. But I'm not a big fan of Biden. Biden is like an old school Republican. And what I mean by old school Republican, he's like a Republican who's not racist. Okay. So not much is going to change under Biden, but it won't get worse at least. So that's why, unfortunately, I'm going to vote for Biden because he's the lesser of two evils. I don't like it when Trump says that he deserves a third term because he claims the FBI spied on him. And so he deserves a third term for that. And that he doesn't commit to a peaceful transition of power during the debates. He wouldn't condemn white supremacy because he is a white supremacist. He quotes Mussolini on his Twitter. People they just don't pay attention. He retweets neo-Nazi groups. Richard Spencer, which is one of his presidential close advisors, is well known to be associated.
Well, I'm out of politics. I'm not.
Okay, well, that's what.
No, I mean, no. I want you to. I'm giving you your outlet to read points. I'm not saying I'm against you. I'm just saying that not getting into it anymore. Different things change, but it's
well. Not everybody who supports Trump is evil, but they're either ignorant or they're stupid. But I would say about 1/3 of Trump's base is complicit. They're evil. They're with the deception.
Right.
And they're happy because he hates the same groups of scary people that they hate. And
we got a couple of seconds left. I just want to
fair enough.
I'm glad that you're back. You joined us. We're gonna try to get the podcast back rolling on a regular basis. Things, we're trying to get things back to normal after this whole pandemic. So I appreciate you guys coming on here. Miss you, Steampunk. Miss you, Daniel. Glad Phillip's back in here and Scott too. And we will be back another day with some more podcasts. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Take care. Bye for now.
Ciao.